Welcome back. Does the thought of Thanksgiving make you feel good about getting together with family, but a little nervous that you might gain 50 pounds with all that good food? Well, that's where David Modderman comes in. He's a certified fitness and nutrition coach and a certified personal trainer. He's here with some tips to kind of help us survive the holiday munchings. You know, it's kind of a big season. There's a lot of food and all those kind of things. What do you tell your clients as you head into the holiday eating season, as we like to call it?
Well, actually, I came up with 5 important steps I think that people can follow so they don't actually add weight during Thanksgiving holiday.
I like that. Let's start with the turkey, because that's a big one. Like, it seems like turkey is good, right? I mean, that's good. It's good.
Turkey,
it's good, David, it's good, right?
Turkey actually is a very good lean protein source, but sometimes people don't always cook it the best way.
Right.
Some healthier versions would actually be maybe removing some of the skin up from the turkey after we actually eat it, or before we eat it, excuse me. And also maybe cooking it not in butter, but some kind of olive oil base.
Okay, that's a very good one too.
One important thing is, though, if we're really looking to decrease fat and calories in the turkey, is choose the white meat over the dark meat. That's going to be huge, because dark meat actually has 55% more fat and 16% more calories than white meat.
Now, if I choose the white meat and take the skin off, but then load on gravy, does that kind of even things out? Or?
Yeah, that's definitely going to add some saturated fat, most likely, to the turkey. Gravy, if you want to make some healthy alternatives to that, we can actually, most of the turkey droppings is what the gravy actually is.
Okay.
So if we can actually water that down a little bit with some water and maybe some chicken stock or chicken broth, that will be a better option. Maybe even skim the fat off the gravy.
All right. So for you, it's really about, it's not just like, okay, you can only have water and celery until January 1st. It's really just like, just try and eat a little smarter and find like more smart alternatives, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Right. Now, another big one, okay, my favorite in the world, mashed potatoes. But there are healthier alternatives.
Right. I say with anything, they want to try to eat the most natural food possible.
Okay.
So if you're making potatoes, try not to have the box version.
Okay.
Try to have more like the natural homemade potatoes, or even a sweet potato would probably be a better version, or better option for you that's healthier.
Now, a sweet potato with lots of marshmallows melted on the top?
Preferably, I would recommend, even instead of using brown sugar and butter like most people do, using some maybe natural applesauce, some pineapples an option, some cinnamon, all those things that are going to be very important to giving us more of a natural version of that sweet potato.
All right, I like that. Now let's talk about stuffing a little bit, because that's another big one too. I mean, you can literally stuff yourself with the stuffing. What's a healthier alternative for that one? Again,
trying to go as natural as possible, homemade. So try to avoid that prepackaged or pre-boxed stuffing, because
no stovetop.
Trying to make your homemade. You can make homemade stuffing. I mean, the biggest thing is using the whole wheat bread if you make it, instead of using the bleached, unprocessed type bread. Most people get the enriched flour, things like that. So homemade, using natural ingredients, is pretty healthy by itself if you make it homemade. So.
Now, you have something online too that you wanted to talk about, your ebook. It's very good for some really good tips. Explain what your ebook is.
Right, I actually created a healthy eating guide ebook. You can find that on my website. But it talks about pretty much making healthier choices, eat this versus that instead. There's a few recipes on there as well. Also, it just gives you some tips. I actually got top 10 tips of healthy eating for Thanksgiving. So.
All right, very nice. Some very good tips in there. So your version, again, is just make smarter choices. You can still have, you know, good food, but just tweak them a little bit.
Smarter natural foods if we can. Avoid the packaged canned foods if we can.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for the good tips there. Thank you, I appreciate that. You can find more information about David's ebook and fitness nutrition programs online at our Take 5 homepage. Now, as the